Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. I'm going to take about 2 minutes and give folks a few minutes to join me on this live stream. Of course, it's about 6:40 in the morning on Wednesday morning. And I wanted to do the short message. Good morning, Miss Noreen Childs. What are you doing up at 5:30 in Texas? But it's obviously an early riser, on fire for what we're doing. But I wanted to do, and I said I was going to do a few live streams, try to do one every day, missed yesterday. But I want to do these 10-minute little messages that you can share with your friends, relatives, strangers. And so I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to join us, who might be up this morning. And believe me, I wrote it down because I'm giving myself 10 minutes. So I'm going to give people about 2 minutes to join us. Good morning, Miss Pierce. Good morning. Good morning, Christopher Shabe. How you doing, my brother? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Richard James. Good morning. Good morning, Valerie Watts. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome all who's joining us. By the way, this talk this morning is called Why Professionals Do This Business. And if you notice, it's 6:45 in the morning. And I got up this morning, I shaved, trimmed my hair a little bit, put my shirt and tie on, got what I call my professional look. Put my jewelry on. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to see all that unless I start talking with my hands. But I did that to get your attention. Not so much your attention, because those of you who know me, they know I'm a cap and a t-shirt guy. But I entitled this talk we're going to do, and we'll start here in a minute. Good morning, Miss Gazelle Saint. Good morning, Shelton. Danny James, good morning up there in Canada. Good morning. Good morning to all. So anyway, I titled this talk, Why Professionals Do This Business. Okay, or better yet, it could be entitled, Why Professionals Should Do This Business. But there are a lot of professionals in this business. So let me give it just a few more seconds. Hey, good morning, Mr. Keith McKnight. Brian, good morning. Nava, good morning. Good morning, Nava. Good morning to you. And so I want to give it just a couple more minutes. I'm going to go through these points. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be done. Well, the last one I ended up talking for about almost 12 minutes. But my plan is to be done here in 10 minutes. Just a 10-minute message called Why Professionals Do This Business. And there are a lot of professionals who do this business. So good morning, John Butakas. Good morning. Good morning, Kenyatta. Good morning, everyone. So let me get started, and because you can send this out. We know people have a short attention span, so I want to make this message short. Why professionals do this business? Let me tell you my story. My wife and our story first. My name is Ty Best. I'm right here in Newport News, Virginia. My wife is Valerie Best. We both were graduated by Hampton University in 1977. We did all the things society told us to do: get a good education. We did. We believe we graduated, of course, from one of the finest institutions in the country. We both were hired by major corporations. Val was a flight attendant for a major airline. I worked for the Ford Motor Company. I've never sold a car a day in my life, so people can understand that. When I say I work for Ford Motor Company, most people, they don't understand the Ford Motor Company is that they sell cars. Well, there's 100,000 other jobs at Ford Motor Company besides selling a car. So I work for the corporation. Good morning, Mr. Greg Steele. Good morning. And so I'd done those things. That's my story. But then at 28 years old, somebody talked to me or told me about a thing called freedom. And I got excited. And freedom is where you have time and money, folks. That's it. The ultimate goal really isn't money. The ultimate goal is freedom. Freedom is a means. Money is a means to make you free. What money does is free you up in life and give you options in life. So I thought I was seeking money, but actually I was seeking freedom. And at 28 years old, when I was shown that thing of freedom, I got excited. Okay. And so I'm saying that to say I was a professional. Okay. I wore this to work every single day. I ain't had this on since COVID. Since COVID stopped us from doing meetings, because the only time I wear this is to a meeting or to an event. Okay. I put it on just to make a point at 6:45 in the morning, because believe me, as soon as I finish the live stream, it comes off and back in the closet. Okay. But I wanted to stop that professional tracks, to stop and say, look, hey, there is another way. I'm just going to say it's a better way. I believe it's a better way, but I'm going to say it's another way, because you may love your professional. What do I mean by a professional? A professional to me is that person that got the education or got the extended education, that doctor, that lawyer, that professional athlete, that person that's just going after the dream. They got all the ambition on everything society told them to do, and they are just running after this thing. And they look good, and they smell good, and they probably living well. Okay? That's what I mean by professional. Okay, a preferred person who's become a professional in their occupation or their career. They're considered a pro. They do it all the time, and this is what they do 50, 60 hours a week. So I have 4 questions for the professional. Just four questions, okay? Because there are a lot of doctors in the business. There are a lot of athletes. Right, we back. Okay, man, I forgot about that. It's 6:45. That's 6:45 exactly. It's when we wake up. You know why I was waking me up? You know why I had the alarm clock wake me up? Let me tell you guys. Because Valerie has a doctor's appointment at 8 o'clock. That's it. Okay? I haven't set an alarm clock. Oh, by the way, forgot that part of my story. So I got exposed at 28 years old. Valerie retired at 32. 1987. I retired in 1995. Okay? I've never had a job since 1995. Have not applied for one, looked for one since 1995. Val hasn't since 1987. So unless you think we're some kind of genius, we must know something or got exposed to something that the average person has not been exposed to, because freedom is possible for anyone. So I get back to that. So let me go back now. So my questions to the 4 pros. To my questions, I have 4 questions to pros, to professionals who love their profession, who are doing it. First question is, are you still in debt? I mean, many professionals right now, especially if they're under 40, are still in college debt, especially if they're a doctor, a dentist, a lawyer, CPA. They're still paying off college loans at 48 years old. One of the most disturbing things I ever heard was President Barack Obama paid off his college debt 2 years before entering the White House. 2 years before entering the White House. This was a United States senator, folks. Okay? By the way, I believe there should be debt relief for college students, but that's a whole nother political thing. And if you have managed to pay off your college debt, or you're still in debt, I mean with the mortgage, with consumer debt, with credit card debt, the average doctor, dentist, attorney, they still humping 40 to 50, 60 hours a week, because primarily the professional consumers as well as the whole general population. And I'm just saying, just a question to ask yourself, okay? They have no time. Question number 2. Okay? Excuse me, I'm sorry. That was question number 1. Do you have any time? So I'm getting all backwards. Got my notes all mixed up. Question number 1 was, do you have any time? Okay? You're in a profession where if you don't work, you don't eat. You could be the greatest surgeon in the world, but if you don't work, you don't eat. You could be the greatest doctor in the world, but if you don't show up and see patients, you don't eat. Okay? I make a statement I've been making for some 25 or 30 years. If your income is dependent upon your performance, then you're a financial disaster waiting to happen. Now, I didn't hear those words till I was 20 years old. Okay? And if COVID haven't awakened a person to the financial frailness of their situation, I don't know what is. Because COVID shut everybody down. That so-called high-paid professional, gone. That so-called restaurant owner that might be making $150,000 a year, shut down. Okay, the only people allowed to go to work pretty much were doctors and nurses. Okay? And they were still impacted. And number 2, well, you're still in debt. Well, I covered that. Number 3, do you see that changing? Do you see your 50, 60, 70-hour week changing? Okay? I'm taking my wife to her doctor this morning at 8 o'clock. Thank God there's a doctor. I'm not criticizing the profession. Please hear what I'm saying. Okay? But they grinding, folks. Don't send this thing to your doctors, your lawyers, your CPAs, your professional athletes, friends. They grinding. I was fortunate enough. Oh man, I'm getting off track. I can't tell you all the stories. I can tell you all the stories. I can tell you, Lord have mercy. Okay? I'm talking to professionals. Do you see that changing? You all look, I know doctors right now, 65, 70, 75 years old, still showing up to work every day. They literally have to be forced out of the hospital to leave. Why? That's finances, folks. Don't everybody fool you. I don't care how they look. I mean, what they driving is finances. Okay? And then the 4th question. So that's the first question. Are you busy? You don't have any time. Do you ever see that changing? The second question was, are you still in debt of some kind? Not just college debt, but consumer debt, loan debt. Okay? I had a business associate that said before they got in this business, they had $200,000 of credit card debt. Question number 3, do you see that changing? Do you see that change, your future change at all? And then question number 4, here's one, big one. Can you leave your profession to your spouse and your children? The scripture says a good man/woman leaves an inheritance to their children's children. Are you working on your inheritance? Or are you even thinking about, you know what? Can I leave something to my children? Or you might be to accumulate some wealth and save some money, invest a few things. And that's what most doctors depend on, their investments. But we know most investments really don't turn out. Okay, at least don't last. I mean, even if you manage to put together $1 million portfolio and walk away at 65 years old, at 85, you broke if you spent $100,000 a year. Okay, I can talk about the math model of why you want to do this business, because this business will create an ongoing residual income regardless of your ability to perform. So those 4 questions you got to ask yourself. At this profession I'm in, you can leave it to your spouse. You can leave it to your wife. You can leave it to your husband. You can leave it to your children. You're building a legacy that's a part of your estate. Most professionals have never asked them the question. We've been literally make my child independent. Well, yeah, that's great. But wouldn't it be nice to leave something, build something that creates income? One of my first mentors in this business died a few years ago. His wife is earning $10 million a year from a business he built for 30 or 40 years. I didn't mention my son is 35 years old. He's never applied for a job. My other son is 20 years old. Never applied for a job in their life. We've taught them to be entrepreneurs, and they're part of the family business. Now, let me go to the 5 points of why you want to do this business. Why? Point number 1, you leverage time, money, and people. You learn to leverage time, money, and people. What did I say earlier? If your future is dependent, your income is dependent upon your ability to perform, you are a financial disaster witness. Why did I say that? Because at some point you're going to get sick. You're looking at survival right now, 2 brain tumors and a heart attack. I'm still here. God's not finished with me yet. Okay? I'm excited about that. Okay? You leverage time. Why? Because you learn to invest time in other people, teach them this profession, and as they prosper and grow in the profession, you prosper and grow along with them. Okay? You leverage money. Our program got assets within our program that actually make you money while you sleep 24 hours a day. And as Warren Buffett said, until you learn how to make money while you're asleep, you will work until you die. They should teach everybody that in elementary school. You got to start to think about, how do I make money 24/7 worldwide? Okay? J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have, one of the first recorded billionaires on the planet said, I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own effort. They don't teach that in elementary school. They teach you go sell your time for money. And the challenge why most people are broke, because they have a paycheck mentality. It might be a high paycheck. It might be $10,000, $20,000 a month. Good paycheck. But it's still a paycheck mentality, because when you no longer can perform, the money stops. You got to put yourself in a position where you can leverage the time, effort, into other people. So if you can't do what you got to do, the money will continue to come 24/7. That's what we're introducing you to when we introduce you to this profession. Number 2, low startup costs. I got so many professional athlete friends who put $100,000 in a restaurant, $300,000 some deal, $500,000 some deal, and lost it all. End up broke 5-10 years after they finished playing professional ball. I mean, it's just wrong. Okay? This is a business you can start with minimal cost, okay? Doesn't require a lot of time. Doesn't require your effort to see that every day and watch your money. I mean, you open up a restaurant, that's a money pit, especially if you're not there watching that money every single day. You got a bar, you just put $500,000. If you're not watching everything you got to do, I'm off track. I got 3 minutes to go, okay? Low startup cost. We're talking about less than $1,000. You started a business that you can build with your phone worldwide. This is the 21st century, folks. The industrial age is gone. The age of brick and mortar is pretty much gone. To COVID shut down the brick and mortar business. The only people doing business with people online. Why did Jeff Bezos' personal net worth triple since COVID started? Business online. Okay? COVID had little impact on my business. May have much, but I didn't feel it. Okay? I'm telling you, folks. I'm talking to professionals who say, I got it made. I'm doing all right. No, you don't. Okay? You better find a leverage business that you can literally leverage your time, your expertise, and your credibility as a professional. Because there are people who look up to you, respect you. That's another part of what I'm saying. Okay, you can do business worldwide with a phone. Okay, why in the world would you go buy a business on the corner that's based on people driving by? Well, if you got to do it, you got to do it. Nothing, not trying to knock those businesses, but when you rather have a business that operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week worldwide. Bill Gates wrote a book 20 years ago. It's called Business at the Speed of Thought. Okay, unlimited income potential. Why have a business with a cap based on people driving by? Why to have a business you can operate with a phone or on your laptop that has worldwide unlimited income potential? Oh my God. No cap, no ceiling. Okay. There's no max return. You can build this business when you want to, where you want to, and the income potential is based on your dream, the size of your dream, and your ability to go out there and perform. Man, get me started. Okay. And number 5, it's a willable part of your estate. I'm not building this so I can buy another car. I don't do this so I can buy another house. I don't do this so I can go shopping, take another. My wife and I have been all over the world. Okay, I told you I've been retired for 25 years. My idea of vacation now is getting some food, coming home, putting in a DVD. I've been in Hawaii so many times, lost count because of this business I'm in. Never had to buy a ticket. Anyway, another seminar. It's a willable part of your estate, folks. Legacy. What's your legacy? You want your grandchildren to remember you? Leave them a few $1 million. They remember grandpa and grandma for the rest of their life. Don't leave them a funeral bill. Leave them some money. Yeah, I said it. Good morning. And then the last point. It is a noble thing to do what we do. I believe this profession we have called networking is a noble profession. Network marketing is a noble profession. I fell in love with it at 28 years old because I remember saying as a child, when I grew up, I want to make a lot of money and I want to help a lot of people. Because all around me, I saw poverty. All around me, I saw nothing but poverty. And the biggest challenge most people had was money. And I said, when I grow up, I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to give it to all these folks. Well, I realized that's a bad idea because all you do is help them stay broke. They say it's better to teach a person to fish than to give them a fish. Okay? Or you teaching anybody how to fish. Or is life all about you? Life all about you. That's okay. That's good. That's fine. If that's the way you want to live. But I think we're put here to serve and to help others. I haven't found any profession that can do more help in an individual's life than this networking model we have. Because here, when you sponsor somebody, sponsor means responsibility. It doesn't mean you do it for them, but you are taking responsibility for helping to train them, develop them, teach them, to show them a better way. We help people. Okay, we help people. Ask people in the organization in Wealth Builders Worldwide. And I believe Wealth Builders Worldwide has had more impact in closing the wealth gap for people, not just black folks, but for people. Okay, we help people, support. We don't enroll them in the business and then say good luck. We right there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have some activity 3-4 times a day, every single day to help you, the professional, build your business. While you at work, we're building your business. Okay? While you doing what you got to do, we're building your business. While you're on the golf course, we're building your business. Why? Because we're a community. Wealth Builders Worldwide, we're a community. Okay? No hype. Okay? And we're launching what I believe is the biggest project I've ever experienced in my 37 years in this industry. I've written 4 books on it. I've seen nothing bigger than what we're doing right now. You want to get back with the person who shared this video with you and say, man, what is this guy talking about? Because this project we're going to launch. We haven't even launched it yet. You want to be here first? Well, get here now. Because we're launching the first blockchain-based network marketing company in history. What does that mean? It means it operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in over 100 countries, and it pays in real time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need money every single day? Yeah, you need money every single day. Why? Because you have bills every single day. That's why I say you got residual bills, right? Light bill, gas bill, mortgage, car note. That's residual bills. Well, you should have residual income. The challenge, you got residual bills and a limited income that it can cut off anytime they don't need your service anymore. You want to create a residual income to match your residual bills. And I believe the last thing the Wealth Builders Worldwide do more than anything else is it offer people's hope. People hope, folks. Hope. Hope is the thing that's missing. Hope. Okay? Hope. That's what networking does. It offers people hope. People get excited. Get some people a reason to live, something to live for, something to do, rather than going back and forth in a rut job for 45 years. Or 45 years to the next job, 45 years to the next job, 45 years to the next job. Okay? I'm here with this story and I'm done. I know it's been more than 10 minutes. I do my best. I do my best. But there's so many things I want to tell you. Okay, one of my favorite movies is called It's a Wonderful Life. I haven't told this story. Why It's a Wonderful Life. And in that movie, It's a Wonderful Life, starring Jimmy Stewart. It wasn't a favorite movie when it first came out. It was ignored, but now it's a holiday classic. Right around this time of year, you'll see it playing on channels almost every day, clean up to New Year. Called Jimmy Stewart. And Jimmy Stewart ran into some rough spot in life, financial rough spot, which many people experience right now. And Jimmy Stewart was sitting on a bridge about to take his life. He said, I can't do it anymore. I can't handle it anymore. And then the scene opens with, the sort of heavenly scene. And this person is talking to Clarence. And Clarence is an angel. Said, Clarence, we got a problem. It's a major problem. We're going to send you down there to take care of it. And Clarence is like, what? Somebody had a car accident? Somebody had a stroke? Somebody had a heart attack? They said, no, Clarence, is worse than that. It's worse. Financially, I said, no, Clarence, it's worse than that. Clarence said, what? What's wrong? What I got to go do? He said, he's lost all hope. They didn't send him down there to recover from cancer. They didn't send him to recover from a car accident. They didn't send him to recover from finance. They sent him down to restore his hope. Watch the movie. It'll blow you. To restore his hope. And by the end of the movie, he hadn't recapped. He hadn't overcome his financial situation. He hadn't overcome his stress. But he had regained his hope. That's how I've been selling for 37 years. The hope of freedom. The hope of a better life. The hope to help change somebody else's life. John Maxwell said, the thing that most people want in life is a reason to be here. Most people want to live a life of significance. For all the professionals out there who are going back and forth, doing your job, taking care of your family, I applaud you. But you can do more. And I encourage you to get back with the person who shared this video with you, plug into what we're doing, and embark on this journey. I just said we're launching in about 2 weeks the first blockchain-based network marketing company that operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, worldwide, and you are here now. God bless. Au.